Hello team, this is TJ. Just coming to you to share a training module with you today. This training module is going to be focused on the USANA compensation plan, specifically on the One Business Center model. Part 2 of this will focus on the 3 Business Center model. I put this together to help you guys better understand how we get paid and how USANA actually calculate the checks. Okay, we got some exercises we're going to do that should help you to be able to understand this better. So take a look at this as many times as you need to get it. The exercises that are in here are also available on the website that you can download and be able to use it to do some more work on your own to be able to understand this better. Okay, so let's go for it here. Okay, we're going to do the One Business Center right now. Basically, with the One Business Center, there's a couple things that you have to do to get yourself in position to get paid. Number one is you have to activate that business center. Okay, activating the business center requires 200 points of volume to be purchased through your account. Okay, whether you do it all up front or whether you do it over the course of time, over the period of time, it doesn't matter. Okay, obviously, if you do it all up front, then that means you're commission eligible right up front. Okay, so that's the best way to do it. If you do it over time, whenever you purchase that 200th point through your account, that's when your business will become active and commission eligible. From that point forward, all you have to do is basically, continue to generate 100 points of volume on a monthly basis every 28 days to remain active and commission eligible. Obviously, USANA pays on a weekly basis, which is pretty awesome, right? I mean, who wants to get paid every 2 weeks, right? Every Friday sounds like payday to me, right? Also, in order to get paid, the way USANA calculates it is you have to have 125 points worth of volume on each side of your business, left and right of your number one, to qualify for a check. And then what they do is they pick the smaller of the two sides that has at least 125 points, and then multiply it by 20% to be able to cut you the check. Okay? And see how this works. This is a simple One Business Center. First month, you're activated, you're ready to go, and you've generated some volume because you've sponsored some people and you've sponsored some PCs and some associates. And let's say that you've generated over 600 points worth of volume on the left side, 350 points on the right side. Okay, remember, 125 points is the qualifier on the left, 125 on the right. So if you have at least that, then that qualifies for a check. And then from there, USANA is going to look at which side is the smaller. In this case, the 350 side, which is the right side of your number one right here, is the smaller side. So they're going to take that 350 and they're going to multiply that by 20%, and you'll get a 70 commission volume point check, or in the US, it's $70. Now, if you were in Japan, that 70 point commission volume point check would be 70 yens. In Mexico, it would be pesos. In Great Britain, it would be pounds, right? So depending on the country you're in, it's going to be based on the currency of that country. In this case, in the US, it's $70. Okay? Now, obviously, there's some carryover volume that's left over, right? Since you got paid on this 350 right here, you subtract that 350 from this side, and that leaves you 0 to start next week with that. Okay, on this side, you also subtract 350 from this side, and that leaves 250 points that rolls over to the following week, and you start next week with 250 on the left, 0 on the right. And then you add whatever new volume gets added to it for that week. And then on Friday, they repeat this process of determining what your check amounts are and then cutting you a check. All right? All right. Exercise for the second month here. Okay, let's say that you continue to grow your business, and this time you grew your business to 1,100 points on the left, 1,200 points on the right. Okay, you've sponsored some more associates, some more PCs, and continue to purchase products that stay active, and you've got 1,100 points on the left, 2,000 points on the right. Again, okay, USANA is going to determine whether or not you qualify for a check by using the 125 point qualifier, okay, on each side. And let's see if you meet that. Okay, obviously 1,100 is greater than or equal to 125, and 2,000 is greater than or equal to 125, right? So you qualify for a check. So now you're going to pick the smaller of the two sides, which in this case would be 1,100. Okay, and that 1,100 right there basically you take that and you multiply that 1100 times 20%, and that gives you a 220 commission volume point check, or $220 in the US. Okay, so now since you've been paid on this 1100 points, you're going to subtract that 1100 from this left side over here, and that leaves you basically 900 points of volume that carries over to next week. And then you subtract, well, actually 1100, so that leaves zero. What am I saying here? That's 0 points that carries over till next week. And then on the right side, you subtract 1100 from 2000, and that leaves 900 points left over. So basically you got 0 carryover on the left, 900 carryover on the right, and you start next week with this volume. So you add whatever the new business is for next week, and then next Friday it cuts you the check. So let's use this carryover volume in the next example to see how the volume totals work out. So you get to next week here, and we take a look at the carryover volume first, right? We had 0 carryover from last week on the left, 900 on the right side, right? So we add those carryover volume there. And then you also had 2,600 points of new volume this week on the left, 1,400 on the right. Okay, so your business grew. So now what you're going to do is you're going to add these two figures together right here, 0 and 2,600, and that gives you 2,600 points of total volume on the left, right? 900 and 1,400 on the right, that leaves you 2,300 on the right, right? Okay, so we do the 125 point qualifier on each side, and let's see if we qualify for a check this week. So 2,600 is greater than or equal to 125. 2,300 is greater than or equal to 125. And so now you pick the smaller of the two sides. It would be this side. In this case here, 2,300 points. So then you take that 2,300 and you multiply that by 20. And that gives you 460 commission volume points. All right, $460 in the US, so that's what you've been paid. Now obviously you got some points left over, right? So on the right side you got paid on the 2,300 total, so that leaves 0 points of volume carryover for the right side. But on the left side you had 2,600 points, but you were only paid on 2,300 points. So 2,300 points on the left side, that leaves 300 points of carryover. You know, does that make sense? I hope this helps. This is a real simple example using a one business center. You know, practice this as many times as you need. Ask questions, talk to leaders on the team. And also there's also a video that you can watch on YouTube that helps to explain this. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Again, like I said, I hope this helps. And in the next part to this, we're going to talk about the 3 business center. Take care, guys. We'll talk to you soon.